The Ducky DJ. Simple, amazing, and absolutely beloved. This skin, however, can be quite a pain to get, and as a player of TDS who considers himself to be pretty good at the game, I tasked myself with the objective of getting the skin the easiest way possible, both for new players and for already existing ones. So let's begin. Starting off, we have DJ's first two quests for the skin. Collect $75,000 with DJ's Drop the Beat ability, and deal 60,000 damage using the same ability. We'll be doing intermediate mode to make this as easy as possible. Our loadout for these mission quests will be simple. E-Shocker for the early game and for stalling, Militant for DPS and because it's spammable, DJ, Commander, and Farm are all for support. The dog's pulling me away from the computer. I have the full run of me being DJ's damage quest on my channel, so you can see the full run if you want to use it, but I'll sum up the general strategy for beating the quest as efficiently as possible right now. Starting off, place an E-Shocker and upgrade it to level 2 at the start of the path. Then, get 2 level 2 farms. Because money. Get 2 level 2 militants to handle the ghoul, upgrade your current 2 farms to level 3, and then place the other 6 at level 3 one by one. Get a DJ level 2, specifically on discount, and then get 2 more militants level 2. Upgrade DJ to level 3, and set it either on discount or damage depending on what quest you're doing. Get E-Shocker to level 3, and then upgrade 1 farm to max level. Proceed to get a second E-Shocker to level 3, and then start maxing your farms one by one. By wave 15, stop maxing farms and get all militants to level 3 to deal with the living experiment. After that, casually go back to maxing farms. By wave 19, stop upgrading farms again, and focus on getting 3 level 2 commanders and 1 militant max level, and this is all to have to deal with the failed experiment, which is stupidly fast and can't be stalled because it's a boss. Seriously, this stupid thing gave me way more issues than it honestly should have. Once all your farms are maxed, max out all 4 of your militants, technically 3, I don't know why I wrote that in the script, and then max DJ. Get E-Shocker to level 4, and then get at least 12 total militants. This is because, instead of focusing on all of our money on getting towers to defend, you'll be good at this point. So instead, we'll be redirecting our focus on saving our money and selling and replacing DJ. Replacing DJ to make the most of our money. By consistently selling and replacing DJ when you have 25,000 cash, you can essentially remax DJ, use the ability, and either get money from it or deal damage to the enemies around you. And repeat. This will drastically speed up the mission quest instead of waiting 30 whole seconds for the ability to recharge naturally, and is something I don't think I've actually seen recommended before. A quick tip for the damage quest too, place DJ near the entrance of the path, and then use its ability when the most amount of enemies are in range. This is because DJ's damage quest is not dependent on how much damage you do to a high health enemy, but it's based off how many enemies are in range, since DJ does 50 damage regardless of the enemy. Keep in mind too that breakers and the necromancers are very valuable, as the necromancer's skeletons not only add a bunch of extra damage for DJ to do, but the breakers upon breaking also give a bunch of extra enemies that DJ can hit. One quick tip for DJ's money quest, though I wouldn't really recommend using it unless you use the timescale, is to stay in the game after it ends and use the ability constantly until you finish it. Again, I wouldn't really recommend doing this without a timescale, as it's boring and is honestly just really unfun to work with. Alright, once you finish with the damage quest, you're going to get a quest that might be a little intimidating at first, but don't worry, I have an easy solution. The quest in question is to place 15 towers in range of DJ. Now, if you don't trust that you have enough towers in range of DJ, here's a quick solution that has been proven to work, and the best of TDS players will in fact confirm it too. Hold down the left shift keyboard, hold down the left shift on your keyboard, and spam level 0 militant in range of DJ. Congrats, the quest is already done. You can max them too if you want to annihilate Patient 0. I did, and it looks funny. Alright, you're now on your 4th mission quest, and this one is actually pretty difficult. So scrap your current loadout and listen up. It's now time to beat Fallen. Here's the loadout. Keep in mind that this loadout does work in solo, but I would actually advise playing it with other players if you're still newer to the experience. Alright, here it is. Trapper, Military Base, Kirk Boss, Minigunner, and DJ. Like I said, this loadout does work in solo, but you're going to need a longer map like Abandoned City or Fungi Island to beat it. Both maps, I know all too well. Once that's over and you've destroyed the Fallen King twice, because yes, you have to do this twice, which is... I'm just lazy, so... You can now move on to your final quest. Beat the Ducky event on hard mode. Yep, that's it. Now, I'm not going to say how to do this quest because I'm way too lazy and this video is supposed to be really short for attention span purposes. I would personally recommend the Ducil strategy. Ducil? Duxil? As it's an NST strategy and uses 3 DJs instead of 1 or 2, meaning that there's a pretty good chance that you'll finish the quest using the strategy. In the unlucky scenario that you happen to be player 2, team up with people you trust and redo the event. Congratulations, you now have the skin. Alright, that's it for this video. Bye.